WHDH investigative reporter and best-selling author Hank Phillipi Ryan held a book launch and signing for her latest novel, All This Could Be Yours, at the Plymouth Public Library on September 9th. The event was hosted in partnership with local bookstore Book Love. The local scene was there. Here's a clip.
So Rott is on stage by himself with a blank sketch pad, and on it he draws a hat. And he looks at it and says, "Look, I made a hat where there never," you remember? "Look, I made a hat where there never was a hat." And he is singing, I'm not going to sing, but he's singing at that one moment. He realizes how he has created something out of nothing but his own imagination. He has created art. He has created beauty. He has created something tangible and shareable and gorgeous and precious out of nothing but his own imagination. And he's singing about how we as human beings are the only creatures who can do that. We can make art, we can make music, we can write novels out of nothing but our own imagination. And that is so special, and that is something I treasure, and that is something that I think about every day. What a joy it is to be able to tell a story, and what a joy it is to share a story with you. You know, when I finished my first book, I called my husband into the room and I said, "Sweetheart, watch this." And I typed the end. And then I burst into tears. I burst into tears because I knew at that moment, that little girl in the hayloft who had dreamed about being a writer, her dream had come true. My dream had come true. I had written my first novel, and it shows you, you never know what wonderful thing is around the next corner. But of course I know now that I shouldn't have cried when I typed the end, because it wasn't the end at all, right? It was the beginning of this wonderful new second half of my life and career. And I am so honored that you came here tonight to share that with me. Thank you so much for being here.
If you'd like to see more of this event, find it on our community channel, Comcast Channel 6 or Verizon 43, or visit our YouTube channel at The Local Scene under the playlist Community Events.
We are so glad you stopped by. If you would like to support community in action through media, please consider donating to the local scene. The QR code here will take you where you need to go. Thanks, friend.